What up, what up? Another day, another vlog. Heading to work. Don't really got much to do today, but just continue to make progress and finish up what we're doing. I gotta clean up all that tile, grout it, seal it, and then clean up all the mess that I've made. Clean up all the living room, get all that out and knocked out. And that's pretty much it for today. I'm gonna take you guys with me, and yeah, pretty much it. We're on the way there now. I'm gonna cut it right now. We'll see you guys in a bit. Peace. We just made it to work. Better get to it. The new update on the iPhone is pretty sick. Look, like check this, the screen. No, I know my phone's cracked. It's these cheap screen protectors that I get from Amazon. I mean, something, right? But yeah, let's get to work. What's good, y'all? We're off work. Got off a little bit earlier. I didn't really shoot that much today. It was just too much of a busy day for me to really put down the camera and get any kind of content. We're just trying to push to get this done by tomorrow, which tomorrow will be Friday the 22nd. Yes, so that's at least where I'm at currently, to where we're just trying to make sure that we get that done by tomorrow. One, to get paid, and two, just to be done with it. But got off earlier because I had to take my buddy. I had to drop him off. At his house. Right now I gotta shoot over to go get my kid from the after school program. And then I have to clean out the Honda because tomorrow they're coming for the. Oh, I thought tomorrow was Friday, but no, it's Thursday tomorrow. So I got another day. Anyways, yeah, tomorrow they're coming for the Honda, so I gotta get home, clean it out, make sure that everything's ready and that we don't leave anything in there. Yeah, it's honestly nice to be able to vlog during the day, because every single time I've been coming out of work, it's dark. So that's nice. This Saturday, if I don't end up having to do anything, I'm gonna hit the gym early too, before anybody gets there. I'm gonna try to hit the gym, or in the afternoon or at night, whenever I can, but I want to hit the gym this Saturday for sure, because it's been long overdue, and I'm paying basically just to not go, so that cannot help. So that's my plan for Saturday, is I'm gonna hit the gym, whether it's Saturday or Sunday, but this weekend I'm going to the freaking gym. That is the only thing that I for sure have planned for this weekend. Right now, I'll see you guys in a little bit, so I'm gonna cut this video off here. Peace. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but yeah, so we're just cleaning out. We're cleaning out the car because, like I said, they're coming to pick it up tomorrow. I just want to make sure that there's nothing in here that we need or that is important. So like that, you know, it doesn't get left in here for whatever reason. Oof. Ugh. Yeah, I just put everything in the trash bag. It's not trash, but since I'm not planning on throwing anything away, I'm gonna have to go through this some other time, because got perfectly good lights for this kind of car, or at least whatever car has the H11 lights. Yeah, I'm mostly just making sure that nothing gets left in here before they come pick it up. I guess my kiddos being a butthead at school isn't wanting to listen to the teachers, so I had to ground them, because whenever these kids leave the house, they're like I was telling them, I was like, whenever you guys leave the house, you guys represent both me, your mom. So, and we don't teach them to act that way or be that certain kind of way. Yeah? What's that? Okay. Yeah, like I tell them, we don't teach them to be that way or act that way. So whenever they do, I remind them that whenever they decide to act like that, it's like they're basically telling people that we raise them to act like that, which we don't, because we try to make sure that they're respectful and that, you know, they conduct themselves in a respectful way, at least in my opinion. Because, yeah, you know, if you let kids be butt heads and things like that, and they think it's okay to act that way and they're not gonna get any consequences, then, you know, as adults, they end up being the same way. At least that's how I feel about that. But yeah, so right now he's grounded for a while, which, you know, I'm not gonna tell you how I ground him, because I'm not trying to get anything from anybody, because I don't beat my kids or anything like that. But when they get in trouble, they definitely get in trouble. So just to clarify. And then people really need to also know how to mind their business, because a lot of people be getting into like, they think that their opinion, well, I mean, everybody's opinion matters, but then it also doesn't matter, at least when it comes to certain things of how you decide to raise your kids, or however you decide to, you know, be as a person. Because you can tell me a million times, my parents did the best they could to raise me to be a good person, and I think of myself as a good person, because for one, you know, I'm not going around trying to do harm or trying to do bad to people. Like, if you guys bring me that kind of intention, then best believe you're gonna get the same thing back. But aside from that, you know, any decision that I decide to make later on or moving forward isn't a reflection on my parents. It's a reflection of who I am at the end of the day. And that is, you know, I kind of contradict myself there, because, you know, it kind of is a reflection of how you were raised, not necessarily of who your parents are or and things like that. Because, you know, my parents always try to get me to do, you know, to be, at least when it came to going to school and everything, they always try to get me to be there on time, or, you know, behave and be good, and I chose not to. And that is nothing on them, because that's not what they raised me to be. So, you know, when I decide to get in trouble, it's because I decided to. Get what I mean, Jelly Bean? But that's my way of looking at it. Might agree, might disagree. Honestly, it doesn't matter, because I'm gonna continue living the way that I live, which is I at least try to strive and be a good person. But, you know, I can't say that, you know, I'm not going to continue to make mistakes, because for one, I am definitely not perfect. So you bet your ass I'll end up making mistakes, and the only thing I can do is move from there and conduct myself in a way that each and every day I try to strive to be better. Because you best believe, you know, that's all we can do is strive to be better. Because if you don't, then what is he doing? You feel me? It is cold out here. I can't feel my lips, which is why I feel like I can't talk. Either way, I can't talk. At least that's how I feel. Sometimes I don't know how to speak, but, you know, it is what it is. But it is cold out here, bro. I'm so glad I don't have to do that anymore. At least here where I'm at, I don't have to be taking out my trash, so I don't have to constantly be trying to remind myself that I need to take out my trash cans. Because ever since we moved to these I don't know what to call them. It's a 3-story apartment or a condo. I don't know, a townhome. I don't think I can call it a townhome, or maybe I can. But yeah. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm freaking just rambling. I don't know. Just trying to give something else, you know. Give my 2 cents into that, because that did happen today. Definitely wasn't something I was planning on, because I was planning on taking these boys, because I have 4 kids in total. So I got a newborn. I got my oldest, which is my son. Technically stepson, but I call him my son because he's my son. I've raised him since, you know, he was little. And then I have my daughter, who I have with somebody else. So she's here every other weekend. We're a big blended family, but, you know, we definitely try to make sure that we make it work in whatever possible way we can. Because in my opinion, you got to treat each kid to how they are. But at the same time, I feel like you got to put out a regimen where they're all on the same page when, you know, they're here. Because they could be taught something else over where, you know, whenever they're at the other parent's house. But when they're here, they know what type of time it is, and they need to make sure that they uphold to that type of to those kind of rules that we have set. Mostly me, because my wife, she doesn't like to discipline my kids, so I have to be, in my opinion, I have to be like the one that's tough on them. Which, I mean, it's cool because I feel like, you know, at least the way I was raised pretty, like I felt like I was walking on thin ice at all times. So I did anything, I would get in trouble. And sometimes I feel like I'd be doing the same to my kids, but it's different because at least I don't make them feel like, or at least I try not to make them feel, I don't know, that's something like, you know, for some therapy sessions type of things, but at least I try not to make them feel like they're a burden to me, or that them spending time with me is a burden, because it's definitely not. I can't put it right there because, yeah, I'm running out of daylight, but that's what's cool about switching it over to the automatic mode is I don't gotta mess with it anymore, and it just changes to how, in my opinion, you know, especially if you're spending a lot of cash on a camera, that it should be able to work properly. I mean, I understand, you know, that whole low light thing, but you know, if you're gonna be spending quite a bit of money, that you should have, at least it should be able to record in semi decent light, because I mean, it's only right. But then again, can't complain too much because this is an older camera, so I mean, it is what it is. Can't really say too much. It is cold out here. I'm trying to hurry up because I'm trying to go inside. I know other places are probably colder though. But yeah, like I said, I'm honestly glad that I gotta sift through all that myself.
Oh, look, it's Amazon right there. It's on another package.
What package?
I got Damien.
Oh, hi, Dad.
I gotta switch out the battery, so I'm gonna pause you guys here. Well, this is look at this kid. But yeah, he's over here trying to get snacks. But I'm gonna pause this here. Probably be the end of the video. I'm gonna try to chop it up with everything I have for today, make that the vlog. But yeah, hope y'all have a good day. But yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.